There have been some technical difficulties tonight, so if it's not running on Twitch, move over to YouTube. Jordan says, I think online schools should be the main source. It'll keep kids safe. That's a good alternative for what's been going on with school shootings.
Yes, but
Okay.
I think yeah, it'll keep kids safe and all, but all my friends I had when I was a kid, I met them at school.
Right.
I've made so many more friends going to school. I was able to socialize. I'm sure you were too.
Right.
And most people we know were able to socialize going to school. And I'm not saying homeschooled kids don't socialize, they have their groups, but it does make it easier when you have
Right. It
a
does seem
place.
like there is. I think there is some literature, showing that there is a disadvantage from being homeschooled in the socialization aspect versus going to public school. So
Yeah.
I think you're right on that. I mean, I guess the
And,
question is it worth the safety?
but also a lot of the poorer school districts, those kids rely on going to school to get food.
So that would be another challenge I could see is even if it was online, not everybody has access to the internet, and like you said,
Gwinnett County, for example, is delivering lunches by school bus to bus
right.
stops.
Yeah, during this crisis, I was really proud to see some people outside of our neighborhood over here. They're at the start of the apartment complex, and they had just set up like a complete donation thing to give kids food to supply them, during this period. I haven't seen them in the past couple of days, but I thought that was awesome that they're doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, Gwinnett County is bringing kids lunch. I mean, most of the parents aren't taking the lunch, but there are some schools, even in Gwinnett, that kids need that lunch.
Right.
Yeah,
That's crazy. And I think like I said, the other challenge would be, unless we could make internet access free, as a actual commodity to everybody, there's no way that we could actually do that. Because there are people that don't have access to the internet right now, and so I'm concerned for their education. There are people that don't have access to a computer, so how are they going to learn with these online classes going on?
Yeah, that's kind of the point of public schools. That's free.
Yeah. Yeah, unless we start chipping in tax dollars to buy everybody a laptop, but I don't know how doable that is. Zoya says, but how do you know? Right. And Zoya says, how do you know these kids are actually paying attention during online school? So that would be another issue.
You don't. But how do you, honestly, it's hard to tell whether they're paying attention, when you're in front of them, they're just playing on their phones. Honestly, I think kids nowadays can multitask pretty well, way better than we could. Because they're used to the technology. We weren't used to that.
That's true, but there is other literature that says, I'm taking social psychology, so I don't know how accurate and up to date these books are. I mean, but there's literature that says that even the newer generations are not as good at multitasking as what they actually think.
Okay.
But I don't know because obviously these books are old, so I don't know if there's been any current studies done on it. So,
but yeah, I don't know, but I think it is easier to get them to pay attention when you're right in front of them. I'd agree with her.
So I saw this meme. So that's why you guys saw me chuckle just a second ago. I saw this meme earlier today, and this teacher was trying to do an online class because of the whole coronavirus, and he was doing it through a software where there's a voting system, and he got kicked out of his own class.
No way.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Oh man. Oh, but
wow.
Jordan,
that's wild.
Jordan says BlackBerry. Oh my gosh, my mom had one when I was younger. Yeah, the Blackberries were in.
Those were awesome. Yeah.
Yes, love how the schools are trying to help their students. I would agree with Jordan when it comes to knowing if the children are paying attention, classrooms environments are actually better to help help kids learn social skills. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest parts of going to school is learning social skills
Yeah, just being able to socialize yourself and being able to.
and like learning how to stand in line even at like a supermarket. Or that's actually one thing I learned that's different about like living in Asia versus living in America is we learn how to stand in line in elementary school, and we learn like how to sit in a chair in elementary school.
Yeah.
But like in Vietnam and Taiwan, those kids are like running around in class and they don't go everywhere with their teacher. The teachers come to them.
Mm-hmm. So, would you say that style of learning is more effective?
Ah, I can't pick which one's more effective or not.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if anybody has done a study on that, just to see what the implementations are and if we could utilize if one does seem to be more effective than the other, what can we do to better help the students?